Alright guys, I thought it'd be quite fun, interesting video to try and reassure people going electric in the taxis, right? So I've just done a 4.5 hour shift, non-stop, didn't get up the car, didn't stop, just trying to get a bit of money in, and I got 100 quid. So 100 quid, 4.5 hours, absolutely decent. Friday afternoon, I'm very happy with the thing, right? But I'm in a Tesla Model S, right? So I've got a 75 kilowatt battery. Normally I charge about 90%. You don't really charge 100 unless you need it. So I woke up this morning with 90% battery. Now on paper, that 90%, I get about 180 to 200 miles tops at 90% charge, right? So I thought it'd be interesting to see how much lecky will I have left after that 4.5 hour shift. So then, just say you do 9 hours, just double it. Do you know what I mean? 9-10 hours is double what I've done now. And could you do it could you do a shift? Now if this is a split shift, obviously I could do it, because I'll do 4.5 hours in the morning, go home, charge all day for 4, 5, 6 hours, little top up, come out in the afternoon, no problemo. Do you know what I mean? But I'm thinking of a good solid 10-hour shift. Could the lecky work? So just to clarify, I've done 4.5 hours. I went online at 1:45 after the gym, and I've just gone offline now at 5:15. So bang on 4.5 hours. To be honest, I ran the shop. and then I ran the gym. Call it 5 hours, because I actually did drive around a bit before I went online. Call it 5 hours, right? To make the math easy as well. So 5 hours, trips. Since last charge, I've done 66 miles. So I've done 66 miles in this shift, and it resulted into 100 quid, right? I've used 24 kilowatts of battery. Now I have a 75 kilowatt battery. You can normally use 70 and then take away 10%. So I probably woke up this morning with like 63 kilowatts, and I've used 24. So that's nearly a third of what I've got left. And I've done 5 hours and 100 quid. So if I even went on for another 5 hours and doubled it to 50 kilowatts, I'd still have 10 kilowatts left. Do you know what I mean? Which works out to probably 40 mile. Now my car is not a big battery. That's one thing that I regret about doing when I bought this, was buying the smallest battery. I should have got the 100 kilowatt, which results in like 300 plus miles. So on paper, this is meant to do 260, 280, but you can't use a good chunk of the battery, and you never charge 100%, because the car shouts at you if you do. So realistically, you're looking about 10-20% off the claimed range, and that's where they get me 180, 200 from. Sometimes I can get 220 in the summer or whatever, if I'm being dead chill and being dead careful, but I don't. I want to enjoy the car, so I've got the heating on or the aircon on, I'm booting it at the lights, you know, I'm not taking it easy. Do you know what I mean? So the mine's like realistic, real range, you know what I mean? And yeah, I've just done 5 hours, and it's 100 quid. And I've still got, it's on the clock, it says I've got 48% battery. So the fact that I started today with 90 means I've only used 40%. So I've still got 50 left. Yeah, so I'm literally halfway through the shift. So I reckon, realistically, in this car, depending obviously if I'm up and down the motorway doing big airports on Uber, but generally just standing about doing normal general Uber or taxis, I reckon you can get a 10, 11, 12 hour shift out of this tops before you have to get charged. Then you go home and just plug it in and charge overnight and start your day again. So yeah, so when people say, is it viable, can you do a full shift on Uber in an electric car, I'd say over 200 miles. I'd say yeah. Whatever car you go out and whatever car you're going to get, if your range, real range, is over 200 miles, I would say yeah, go for it. Next time, do us a favour. You know what though, actually not next time. Let me know in the comments, right? How many, on average, how many miles do you do on an Uber shift or a taxi shift? Not airports, guys. Just the general back-to-back Uber, bounce around, taking people to and from the shops, Uber taxi shift. How many miles do you normally do in like an 8, 10 or a 12 hour shift? Let me know in the comments. Because my car can do 180. That's an overestimate, 180 miles easily on a full charge, on a 90%. So yeah, electric cars are viable. Yes, it can struggle if you're up and down to London and stuff like that. That's when you got to use the rapid chargers. But yeah, night tariff, 2p a mile, winner chicken dinner. The only downsides, like I've said this on every electric video I do, is if you're rapid charging a lot, they're expensive. They equal diesels really and hybrids. So you need to rely on the home charging, obviously, and if you can home charge. If you can't home charge and you're relying a lot on rapid charging, then you might as well go and get a hybrid or a diesel, to be honest. But I just thought to do a little interesting video there, just let you all know of, yeah, 5 hours, still got well over half of the battery left. So yeah, you can officially do a full Uber shift. So a lot of people ask me about electric car, is it viable, is it worth it? Just do that, record your miles every shift you do, and then just make sure the electric car you go for can cover those miles, and then you'll be flying then. And you can home charge, go and get an electric car. If you can't do them too, don't, stick to your hybrids, whatever. Listen guys, thanks very much for watching. Do us a favour, subscribe, like to the channel, follow on TikTok, listen to the podcast, you know the score. Join the YouTube membership if you want, it's below the video. Follow me on TikTok and WhatsApp and all sorts. The links are all below the video. And as per usual, thanks very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.